Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Louisville Cardinals. Restate the state ball again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. All the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That is something you just hate to see in the opening minute of a game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Good, solid tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's forward. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Cardinals are in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Caught! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And the Cardinals have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Swings it out. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
It's complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Smith with the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like...
There's some room. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy.
Snags it, and there's running room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Ready, go!
He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making checks.
Flip. Shift. Square. Bubble, go!
From the red zone, looking for a space. Intercepted, got it off the tip.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Brown. They've got some room headed to the goal line. And he
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Moving out to the right. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready. You ready, 5. You ready, 5.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Laying out. He got it. Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Hale. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Showing off the arms. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. This time he wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the counter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 25 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Hey guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The short hands, it's Foley.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Foley. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On target. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. But headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that drive covered 40 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that.
And he's still running after the move. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. On first down, it's Brown again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A little release to the back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run with Brown. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Release to the back. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it's good! Tie-ball game here in the fourth.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. You set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Out of the end zone. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Finds his big tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Gain of 22. First down for the offense.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots.
Snap to the up end. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
Powers through the defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. He's on the move. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Louisville calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page. Now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. All by himself down the middle. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the fourth. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Hale. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Jennings. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Wide open on the right. Touchdown Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the Mustangs respond.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game.
There he goes. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They can win it with a field goal here, but they have to be smart. Clock's still running. They'll give it to Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Timely decisions, effective play management.